But they just assume that I'm a shady character. Oh, well, perfect. He'll buy it at a price of 120 per unit of cheese. So we're about to have a cheese apocalypse. There will be no cheese. That's amazing though, because that's going to free up so much space. I'm glad that they have that as an assignment. Got any other of my goods that you want to buy off of me? And this is another reason that a hub is so good. If you've got extras like that, you can just whisk them away. Oh, the money's just flowing in like crazy. We lost all that cheese and we gained so much money. Still wants to sell me these goods. Whatever, just I'll take that so he stops annoying me. And then he sells me 417,000 barrels of cheese. Better be the best cheese I've ever had. And thankfully we get the cheese back. It's going to flow in. It's not like people are going to starve. I make a quick check to see that nobody is actually starving. The river cities are the only ones that really would, surely. Cologne... You know, Cologne is one of those places that really could, but I think I gave them all the goods they need. Nimwegen also not starving. Novgorod never will. Excellent. Character assassination, why not? Your rival remains unharmed. Couldn't you do character, well, actual assassination? Because that would be more useful. Okay, how are we looking in terms of ships for me? Didn't make a whole lot more during that time, sadly. I want to look at my ships available. Okay, that is actually quite a few caravels. It's quite a lot of ships, period, actually, so that's pretty good. I would probably benefit from going around all the places and placing a whole load more orders. But I like having all these caravels anyway. Then I can really ramp up the amount of my goods that I am able to dish out everywhere. Are you going to spend that money to buy the AI and increase your total wealth? I'm going to have to finish off the cities, but I don't think I'll be doing that tonight. I mean, take Edinburgh for example. 620 everywhere. The only thing is that the AI owns 38 of the houses. And yeah, I could buy them up. I could just take it right now.
What do you want with this dilapidated old house? With this much gold, I can easily build a new one.
So we ran these numbers again before, but let's do it again. 4.1 million to buy this house. Okay. It will give me 3 ducats per person per day. And it holds 100 people. So 300 ducats a day. How many days to pay me back for 4.1 million ducats? A lot is the answer. A hell of a lot. So it's really not worth my time doing that. But I can, you know, I could own everything. This is meant to be the perfect Hansa after all. Nice to see people actually pay me back too. That's good. Okay, so I have loads of bricks, which means I need to be getting rid of those. But I still want to spacebar my way to victory. 13,700 days, says Dennis Wolf. So what's that in years? 40 years or so? We've only been playing for 16 years. Haarlem to Rostock honey stopped. That's extremely strange. Why would Haarlem to Rostock's honey ever dry up? My only thought is Cologne, which is actually... Okay, why did Cologne ever stop bringing me honey? Right, this guy was never big enough. Right, time to make him a lot bigger for starters. Then also wonder why Cologne is short on so many things. That is so much honey. I hope you want to buy honey. No, you want to buy wood. Well, I don't want to give you my wood. It's a crazy amount of honey. Jake, I think you're being swindled. I usually am in this game. Get those spices over to Rostock, please. Because Rostock are short on them something fierce. So I wonder who has the massive storage costs right now. I mean, Bergen do for starters. Because of massive amounts of mead, which is nice. Mead and meat. So that's good. So that tells me some of our guys up in Bergen ain't pulling their weight. I think that means I have a meat guy that doesn't do enough. Bergen to Rostock meat is fine. Bergen to Rostock meat. Oh, he's only 300. He's a single crayer. Okay, well, Bergen produce... Okay, I need 8 of those crayers. Alternatively, 250 a day times 10, 2,500. Alright, I need capacity 2,500 then. Get on that, please. And I could just use regular cogs for that. There we go. I feel like I should make a note on ones that I have perfected so that I don't keep coming back to them. But that means... Does anyone have the ASCII for a star or something really special that I can put? Like, say the dash here. No, maybe not the dash. But a nice ASCII symbol that I could use. Hang on, this thing doesn't support copy-paste, does it? No, I think we tried that before. I mean, if I were to copy blue and try to paste blue in there, wouldn't be taking a damn thing. I don't know how to do fancy things. But I would like one. Okay, how about a $sign tells me that it's completely done. A $sign at the end means that the convoy is perfect. Because they have had to upscale along the time. It'll take a while before that becomes particularly useful, but that helps at least there. The meat guy had stopped, so I could blame him. Edinburgh has huge amounts, probably beer piling up. Probably beer piling up. That's kind of good though. That means IPA at 20,000 capacity is still not enough. Edinburgh produces 620 loads of beer, and you get 3 beer out of it. It's pretty good, you get 3 beer out of 0.75 grain, it's almost insane. Regardless, we get 3 times 620, which is 1860 times 10. So for some reason, that's still not enough, because that strikes me as enough rounded up, so maybe there's just not enough consideration done. Whatever the case, take a whole bunch more caravels, and surely that's enough. Surely. Novgorod's no problem, because we had them sorted out from the start. Han again. This is nice because I can spacebar my way to find out what the actual problems are. It's not grain, it's not salt. Okay, fish. I don't think I ever did a Han again back home fish run. But you make rather a lot of fish, and you're going to make twice as much of that. You're going to make quite the amount of fish. How much do you get out of one fish place? 3. Okay, so... yeah, you're going to make a lot. I'll say you make 1,400 fish per day. Probably takes quite a long time to go to and fro, doesn't it? Yeah, 8 days. Do you even make tools? That's the thing. You've got 50 smithies, but you just never have the metal for what I want you to do. You do. You're meant to stock up metal, you just don't... metal doesn't get around here enough. Jake, the Edinburgh beer convoy was not enabled. Edinburgh, Rostock, beer, IPA. Activate. Maybe he stopped at some point, but I think he would have had even more beer than that if he'd stopped. Still, run again. 8 days. Let's face it, you're going to need about 8 carvels. Run again to Rostock. Fish. And what name do we have? Maple isn't a very good name, but Hubris probably is for me. And we're going to call it a Hubris dollar because I'm sure it's going to be fine from the start. 7 of these should probably actually do. But let's go and get you enough of these. I mean, really, is that enough? I mean, I said he's going to make 1,400-ish per day. And it's going to take about 10 days. Well, let's stay on the safe side. Ah, but he eats some of them. Stay on the safe side nonetheless. Then again to Rostock. And he needs a lot of salt, doesn't he? But he gets salt from Boston. And he probably gets hemp from other places. Which is not a good way to do it still. Load all your fish. And unload all your fish. Good, that takes care of that. Who else is overstocked? We did run again. Oh boy! Okay, well, we know about Rostock. Ripon, probably full of pelts, which is good news for us, I suppose. It produces pelts and nothing but it always struggles with tools, which is why I'm a little hesitant to bring them back right now. I guess the wild card Thagnus can do his job and bring it back for us. See those pelts? Wow, you don't have a lot, do you? Bring them back to Rostock. Rostock's cheese situation's been dealt with already, which I do like to see. So we did Rostock. Who else is full? London, but I doubt they are full of lots of stuff. Oh, London's short on grain. That's really bad. They're out of fish as well. That's extremely bad. But they have cheese and a tiny portion of meat. How could they be short on grain? I thought my grain trains ran really well around here. Okay, but there is something I can do about that. I can grab the London to Rostock beer brewdog, which has for some reason deactivated due to lack of grain, no doubt. And I can tell him that when he's in London, I want him to pick up a bunch of grain. How much grain? I don't know, like 10,000 or so? Oh, that's the wrong one. Load 10,000 grain, please. And when you're in Rostock, unload all that grain. And that should be fine, right? You need to unload beer there, that'd be daft. Oh wait, no, that was Rostock. Never mind. Unload all your beer. And load it back. So load 10,000 grain in Rostock. In London, unload all your beer. All your grain, Jesus. Just do it. That should keep them happy. But still, you were a bit full of stuff, right? That's because you had beer, because the thing stopped, because of lack of grain. Understood. Rostock, of course, is a mess. Bruges. I took that metal away from you, so what's your problem now? Fish, of course. Bruges was told to make fish. How much fish, you might ask? Well, I'm asking that. Not as much as Rhön again, but still quite a bit. Let's say 800. And why do you produce so many cogs? I don't really want cog. Okay. Oh, no, I do not want Snickers. I mean, they're cute and all, but I don't want many. this is one way to get rid of a whole bunch of my money. I can very slowly spend it all on caravels. But still. Bruges to Rostock metal. I need Bruges to Rostock fish. That is a lot of fish that we've made. Yeah, and this is never going to be enough for us. Bruges to Rostock metal takes 10 days. Yeah, I need about 8,000, probably 10,000 capacity. And I don't have 10 caravels here, do I? Do I ever? Where am I gonna find 10,000 well, no, actually, 5 caravels is all I need. Let's go and pick up some caravels. Such a tragedy. I need them so much. Load a load of fish. Unload a load of fish. And you are the Bruges to Rostock fish, and I will call you Maple, because the idea of some maple done fish is interesting. Bruges to Rostock fish. Get to it. And that, again, should be fine. Jake, why don't you transport your metal with the tool guys, like your meat convoys and the salt? Metal with the tool guys. In which city? Because there are quite a few. Do you mean in Cologne again, where they make... Yeah, that's a good point. Cologne again to Rostock tool. Basically, when you're in Rostock... Yeah, it's fine to unload, but I'm looking for you to load a whole bunch of metal. And then in here, unload that metal. At least you'll always have something to do. Well, you should always have something to do, or else my metal supply is foobar. There we go. You're still probably not enough, but that'll do for now. Okay, who else has tons of excess goods? We knew about Bruges. Bremen again. Bremen's got that hemp. But I have Bremen to Rostock hemp. Why does he keep deactivating? I don't understand. You load all the hemp, you go to Rostock, you unload the hemp, you come back. What could possibly go wrong with that? There's so much hemp here, you're not involved in other hemp lines. Just don't get it. I mean, there must be a reason, I'm just not seeing it. Bremen, Hamburg's fine, Neuschwed, Lübeck. Danzig has that clay that I never addressed. It is just clay, right? Okay, tons of wood as well, and metal. Basically, Danzig's got loads of stuff. And it's the mead guy that doesn't know what to do. Which strikes me as very odd. Why would the mead stop flowing from here? You should be getting tons of mead from Thorn. Thorn has no mead. Why would Thorn have no mead? They're making mead. They don't make mead because they don't have honey. Why do they not have honey? Honey should come from Warsaw. Warsaw has a metric bollock ton of honey, so why does that not flow? I wonder why these guys stop. Every day I make tons of stuff, so I don't see how they could possibly stop. Nope, not seeing it. Oh well. Maybe I should actually see to Danzig's wood and brick issue. For one, there's the wood guy, the no CB. Okay, he only transports 1,000. That's the start of his problems. In Danzig, when it comes to wood, we make a lot of the stuff. And this journey takes 5 days, so we essentially need 7,000 capacity. Oh, we've only got 2 caravels here. You gotta be a bit bigger, you know. I mean, 2 caravels is a nice start. Why don't we get you some more? There you go. Now you can get back to doing what you do. But there's still the bricks issue. How many bricks do I make here? A ton. Again, it's a 5-day journey, so you need about 4,000 capacity on that. 4,000 capacity for Danzig's bricks. Who's got 4 caravels for me? Malma? Almost. This is Danzig to Rostock brick. And what name have we got? I think we already had the Naoto, but I haven't seen Mindy. Mindy sounds like a brick's name. Oh right, no, that's not one. The SS Sweaty lets us down here. Hang on, that seems like overkill, right? It's only 5 days. And that's 5 times... yeah, that should be fine. Danzig, Rostock, bricks. Load as many bricks as you can, get to Rostock, and ditch those bricks. Okay. Man, this OCD got so bad that I had to clean up the desk. Okay, your OCD. Ah, because we don't have any of that here. I need so many boats right now. Gonna hit that money cap before I have the boats that I need. Need caravels badly. Need to move my goods. Still feels like metal goods don't flow enough. We have the metal, we have the wood, but not the metal goods. Okay, and part of the problem is just so often these guys fail me. Maybe it's because the Gothenburg to Rostock tool guy is so small, but I don't make that many tools here in Gothenburg, do I? I've checked this several times before, I'm checking it again. No, actually you do. You make quite a few. The point where the wood guys cannot work so hard. So that we can have a bit more you getting away with. Seems to be fine. Still, get back to work. I mean, Berlin still brings in the metal goods, right? Plenty of. And Minden, plenty of. So I mean, Rostock get it from there. But it's still Flensburg that lets us down a bit. Flensburg have plenty of tools. And I think they get plenty of metal and such to make them, right? Well, plenty is a relative term. Relative term. I mean, you drink that metal. You probably don't even get in enough of it for what you really need. Scarborough. We're dealing with Danzig, but Scarborough we haven't looked at in a long time. They've got that wood and honey and beer. You're just doing the tools, you're bringing in the salt. I probably never updated these guys. I gotta get that everything flowing, but damn do I need more ships for it. How are people doing around here for ship production? I don't think anyone's really that short on goods for it. I just desperately need time to pass to give me more ships. Now this is nice, this is what I like to see. Caravels lined up from side to side. Why don't I just save my game and just punch it. If goods pile up everywhere, then so be it. It says 10 times, but I'm pretty sure I told it to go 20 times speed. And relax. Okay, can't relax with that going on. And relax. Let's not worry about the routes cancelling because we're fairly confident that the food is flowing. Okay, but then I see something like this. Cologne, starving. Well, not enough grain. They have fish, they have cheese, they have meat, and they got way too many spices that aren't being bought up by me. And that's why the spices guy here fails every now and then. I would like to buy in that spices a lot better, thanks. So I'm wondering what's stopping you. Cologne, tell me more. You only seem to buy like 500 of them. I tell you to buy... yeah, buy as many as you can, alright? Cologne imports the stuff, so I'm only too happy for that. For some reason you're a little short on people, by just a bit. 554 houses. Something isn't adding up with that. I mean, Cologne is on my to revisit list. There meant to be 550 houses, so they have 4 too many. Do I not have everybody running at 100%? Cologne, I'm nothing but honey. But I don't have all of them. And then there's my competitor who has probably stuff that isn't honey. Including some things dotted around here. They're building sawmills? How dare they? Okay, well I should buy their businesses and destroy them wherever they are. Where are my competitors' businesses? Oh, maybe I'm imagining things that I see here. Ah, right, there's the thing. They built a house there for one. Ah, this is what they have though. They've got smithies and smoke houses around here. Yeah, I'd like to purge them, but now is not the time for that. Now is the time for perfecting how my my trade moves around. Still a little concerned that Cologne is not getting the supplies that they need. Oh boy, that's even worse. They got practically nothing there. The supply Cologne guy. I did bulk you up a bit, but I guess not enough. Cologne has a couple more river cogs for you, which is good. Because you're about to get a bit bigger. Okay, they only had the one. That's some other guy. And other people are making ships instead of making all that.